learn just an overview of intellectual property rights. What are the different laws of IPR? What is IPR? What are the basic requirements for IPR? What do you mean by infringement, right? What are the basic laws are there, and how you will apply it in pharmaceuticals, right? So if I say the industry point of view, so IPR is a separate department in pharmaceutical industry, where generally the employees or the personnel work in the area of searching of patent, or registration of patent, or searching for a trademark or registration of trademark. Again, search for infringement part, or infringement is what somebody if violating your rights, right? So that comes to the infringement, or somebody copied your content, so that comes to infringement. Again, in case of pharmaceuticals, if I say the academics, that generally the research papers have copyright, or a book is having a copyright, right? So if anybody is violating the content, it might be anything, it might be a copyrighted one, or it might be a patented invention, or it might be a trademark. Or if somebody is violating the same, so it is called an infringement. Okay, so in terms of law, we can say the violation of anything, or breaking the rule, right, of IPR, or somebody is copying your content, like which you have already protected under intellectual property rights. These are intangible rights. So intangible and tangible means what? Sometimes we have a property, like if you have a property like your bike, right? So that bike is your own property, nobody can take it away, or if somebody has taken it, so that comes to the criminal act, or kisi ne agar chori kar di, so that is your property, so that you can touch, right? So here it means like if you have invented something, so that is intangible, and that invention you have mentioned somewhere, and that you want to protect under the right. So here it's intellectual property right. Okay, and this IPR rights means, what do you mean by intellectual property right? First, so it refers to the use of intellect. So whatever you are creating, or generating by using your intellect, or it is a creation of your mind. So any type of creation it might be, if you are preparing any type of design which is very unique, if you are writing something different, so as in case of copy, in case of the paper or research paper, if you are performing some new work and writing it, so anything, that creation of mind is nothing but the intellectual or the IPR, or protected under the intellectual property right. So you will get the monopoly right. Monopoly right means ये सिर्फ मेरे राइट्स रहेंगे, या फिर जिसको वो राइट्स मिले हैं सिर्फ उसी के रहेंगे. So that comes to the monopoly rights, right? So here the intellectual creation is vested. Vested means here in terms of legal word, that protected with the status of property because of a commercial value of intellectual creation. So your intellectual creation have a commercial value, so that you need to protect, and it get protected under IPR law. Then it must have a commercially, it is very valuable. Then creation, vesting, and the use of IP rights in intellectual property law. So it is mentioned in the intellectual property law. So there are different laws are there. Then IP laws relates with what? So it relates with invention. So generally any type of invention, if I say you have invented some device, right? So that device is having some novelty, and it's having industrial utility. So that comes to the invention. Literary and artistic work. Literary means like if you have written some paper, that review paper which is not available earlier, or research paper, if you have written some book or chapter, that comes to the literary work. Then artistic work, if you have designed something, so that comes to the artistic work. Then symbols, that generally the symbols are protected under trademark. Then the names and images, again this protected under the trademark act, or under the heading of trademark. Then designs used in commerce, designs, that industrial design or design patent is also there. For any particular equipment, you can ask for the design patent, right? So likewise the different IP laws that relates with this all. And this intellectual creation is provided with power and authority with the status of property because commercial value for it. So there is a commercial value for it, and the laws involves the creation, vesting, and the use of IP laws, so which we have seen in earlier points. The same things are there. The knowledge economy rests on intellectual property law as a key tool for its survival. So here what your like knowledge economy means what, so whatever knowledge you have, like the ultimate knowledge you're applying somewhere, and ultimately it is benefiting you at some commercial point, right? So that comes to the knowledge economy. Okay, and that is the key tool for its survival. Then IP management is just not creating a think tank, and it is a proactive process of corporate governance. So it's not only the thing, like you are not creating something thinking, like any type of abstract is not protected under any law. It must have to be a active process, or must to have some applications like industrial application, then only you will get it protection under the corporate governance. And that law as a tool of management, then one of the litigation make a future better. So ultimately, if it is protected under some law, then definitely it will protect our future, right? For the betterness. So this is what the IPR it is as a legal tool. If we see that intellectual property right as a legal tool, right? So what it is, intellectual property rights that deals with the use of intellect. So whatever you are creating by using your mind, that might be a creation of mind, that protected under the intellectual property rights law. Okay, then comes to the innovation delivery matrix. So now this matrix, you can see the internal one here, that intellectual property right, which is relates with the research and development part, where you can synthesize some new molecule, or you can design something new. And again, that research and development model is having some sort of delivery, like its availability. Then as we can say any type of business model, or we can say the startup, any type of startup that comes under or protected under the IPR, and access to the particular things that again protected under IPR. So IPR is associated with this all, right? The research and development products or process, business model if you are doing for some startup, so that time the business model, then the delivery and the access of anything. Now innovation IP delivery. So here this innovation IP delivery, it is actually linked between inspiration and innovation. So how you will move for this innovation, or what you can call it as an innovation? What do you mean by innovation? Anybody? What do you mean by innovation?
I'm developing the new or unique things or designs.
Again, anybody?
Developing something that which is not developed before anybody, or something new which is helpful.
Right, the one which is not created earlier, not developed by anybody before, like, so that comes to the innovation, right? Again, and it might be like it must have utility, like useful one, right? So when you come to that point, when you invent something, right? So if in simple examples are there when we were child, so generally our parents used to observe us at what we are doing, and if we create something new, then they generally appreciate, oh, what you have done, it's really good, right? So that comes to inspiration, right? Or in jab bade ho gaye, so that time if you get good marks in your paper, or if you get good ranks, right? So that time generally parents used to appreciate us, or that gives us an inspiration to do something further, right? You're getting me? So definitely when you are creating something and you have created something, that inspiration, and again if it is getting some commercial value, so that comes to the inspiration part, and that inspiration ultimately linked to the innovation. So if somebody appreciate you or inspire you that this is the product, and ultimately, so that time we can move for the innovation. So it is the link between inspiration and innovation. Okay, now it is linked between innovation and disclosure. Now disclosure means whenever you develop or discover something, right? Not discover, we can say innovate. So there is a difference between innovate and is like we can say innovate and discovery. So what invention and discovery, can anybody tell me what is the difference between invention and discovery?
Discovery means something which already exists is searched, and invention means something new is made.
Right. Anybody else?
Ma'am,
Okay, how many of you
disclosure,
Yes, Shubham.
yes, ma'am. Disclosure means something that find which is already present.
Discovery, I'm saying. Disclosure, nahi. Discovery.
Disclosure, yes, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. Is anybody confused with the invention and discovery? If yes, then please raise your hand. I'll clarify with a simple example. Okay. So Karishma is saying it's okay, it's fine. Even I got confused initially. A simple example I would like to quote: the apple fallen from the tree on a ground, right? It is because of gravitational force, right? So it was an वो discovery थी, ठीक है,
Discovery.
right? The apple fallen from the tree on a ground because of the gravitational force, and definitely the Newtons, right? जिन्होंने वो discovery सबसे पहले identify की, so वो discovery हो गई, ठीक है? But the Apple, that model, that iPhone or any Apple devices created by that Steve Jobs or the next co-founder or founder of Apple, so that is an invention. Okay, that is an device. Understood? So this is the difference between invention and discovery. You're getting me? So discovery might be that it associated with the natural law and it is there and it is like somewhere discovery. Once एक बार discover हो गया कि ये क्यों, like why that apple fallen on a ground because of gravitational force, why you are sitting at home, right? हवा में क्यों नहीं उड़ रहे हो, like space, because of gravitational force. So it is एक बार invent एक बार पता चल गया, so it is because of gravitational force. ये हो गया discovery. Okay, an invention, so that whatever you are inventing, even if I say a simple your handset device, your mobile device, and the different things, so that comes to the invention. Understood? Okay, clear with this? Now the next is, as I'm saying, innovation. So innovation is what you are inventing something new, and that goes to the disclosure. Disclosure means it's initially if I have created one handset and then like device which is very good for handling and that used for the communication purpose, and I am just disclosing that invention in front of public. Okay, so once I disclose, it will go to the public site, right? It is open to the public, so that time anybody can copy it or anybody can make the same one. So before disclosure, if we register it under IPR law, then definitely even after disclosure, the rights will be ours, right? So if I am saying the Apple mobile, iPhone, or any MacBook or some inventions are there, so they are to the Apple only, and that's why they cost very high. And generally, most of the things are available in the market. They are as per their brand value, right? So it's because of disclosure. Once they disclose the same, so this is a link between the innovation and disclosure. Then it is a link between disclosure and commercial success. Okay, because ultimately, if you are inventing something, so that invention is having some commercial value, so it leads to this commercial success. And definitely it is a link between the local and global arena. So definitely initially at the local level, whatever you invent, definitely first it is for India, and then you can explore it at a global level. So this is the link between innovation, IP, delivery. Now, what this study, or what is this IP innovation study, as we are studying just a concept of IPR right now. Okay, I'm not going in detail with any of the intellectual property right, that particular one. Okay, here we are studying what is exactly why we are studying this. The patent as a measure of innovation. So majorly the patent is one of the IP, right? It is a measure of innovation which measures the innovation. The common measure of innovation for a company is how many patents it generates annually, right? So nowadays it is very important. Even nowadays we cannot claim, because this presentation I have taken, or the partial presentation I have made with the reference of National Law University Hyderabad, Like I have done the law like around in 2015. So we can say 6 years back only. So generally, this innovation, that measure of innovations, measure that how many patents generates from the industry annually. यानी yearly कितनी patents generate हो रही है, it gives its measure of innovation. Then the number one corporate innovator in the world is IBM. So that time that IBM was there, it might be possible that right now somebody else is there, which has a worldwide portfolio of more than 40,000 patents. So if you search for any of the company right now, so you will get this portfolio, right? Just a minute. माझं lecture सुरू आहे. 10-15 minutes. Sorry. So here, that one way of measuring the innovation for countries, how many patent is generates per million population, right? So success rate is generally depends on what, that how many people are generating the patent, right? And nowadays, that's why this department is working very well, and so many opportunities are standing for the patent agents or the one person who has done better work in the IPR. A research of European Union of economists that these are the values they have quoted, that how this IPR or patent protection or generation is important for the same. Now that management of IP technical delivery, that how we deliver this IP to the technology transfer, right? So law as a tool of management litigation. So protecting the innovation, this is what we expect. Avoiding infringement. I have told you what is infringement. What is an infringement? Yes. What do you mean by infringement?
Ma'am, copying the patent or innovations.
Right. If somebody is copying your invention or somebody is copying your things or invention, that is an invention, and using it for the commercial success. So that is comes to the infringement, right? Then expanding the jurisdiction. This is what like expanding, as we generally say that patent, if we protect something under the heading of patent, so it gets protection for 20 years. So that jurisdiction we get for protection. Challenging the validity. Challenging the validity means if something is available in the market and you are making it or you are claiming it that your invention is different than that of the initial one, so that is the challenging the validity. Now the 5 key issues in the strategic management of IP. So we have seen the first one, that law as a tool of management versus litigation. Then second is IP is a culture, not an iron culture. Culture means it should be there. There is a statue is never in the stone, like that to avoid reinventing the wheel. There is a non-obvious view in every obvious situation. Good fence make good neighbors. So these are some IP cultures. They're not that we can so not a casting on a stone, but definitely there are some IP is a that culture that need to be followed in the pharmaceutical industry. Then IP is not a fixed framework. So you cannot say it is a fix that it is like this, but definitely that some criteria are mentioned there. So that comes to the particular framework that I'll show you afterward. IP is about the rights, right? So I have told you that it is not just about the money. Do not like donate your need rights. You can donate that if some need, right? If you have invented some drug which is really helpful in case of cancer treatment, right? So you can even donate your invention. Like even in the last COVID situation, where we were searching for what was the drug, Remdesivir, right? So that time the Remdesivir ka jo patent tha, it was there with the, I think US company was there, but that US company allowed the Indian companies or other companies to produce the same Remdesivir. So they have donated their rights. Okay, they have donated their rights. They have provided the API for the preparation of tablets. So it can be a tool of relationship. That right, that IP tool can be a tool of relationship. It can benefit small players. Small players means जो medium scale industries है उसके लिए वो beneficial भी हो सकता है. Then IP is a proprietary it's again a proprietary, it's having some rights with the same. So these are the five main key points with the IP. So for your understanding, if I say the contents of IP or IPR is which protects your invention, okay, that protects your invention from infringement. It gives a jurisdiction time period, एक particular time तक उसको protection देता है. So that comes to the framework. Now framework of IP law. So this is the as per the TRIPS and Government of World Trade Organization, trade related intellectual property rights. So as identified by TRIPS and governed by World Trade Organization, and as per Indian IP law, there are there are this total six things are there under the IP law. This is the main framework of IP law, which includes patent. So generally for invention, we get patent, we get rights under the patent. For the literary work, copyright. For symbols, name, the trademark, geological indication. So for anything that in India, in Nagpur, we can say the oranges are there. So for that, we have a geographical indication, protection of undisclosed information. So any type of undisclosed information is there. So for that, we will get the protection. Layout designs of integrated circuit. So definitely the IC of Motorola and IC of Apple, right? It would be different. So we can get protection for the layout designs of IC circuit, integrated circuit, industrial design. So definitely for different industrial designs, we can get a protection. So this is identified by Indian IP law. Now again, this IP and technology delivery system. So where you can see if innovation is there, research and development is there, in clubbing with the IP, you can make it as a technology delivery. So again, this is a role of IPR in technology delivery system. IPR, it's an interface of creation and rights. It is the rights as an incentive. Why it is an incentive? Because it is giving you a commercial input, right? Rights as a limited monopoly. You have a monopoly right for your IP creation, right? Then linking of innovation to this, it fosters the innovation as a culture, and it links to innovation to delivery system, investment to technology delivery, and technology to economic development. It is again a legal right to protect the invention, incentives to disclose to public for further creation. If you are disclosing your invention, definitely you're getting benefit for the same. To prevent others from exploiting the invention, right? And to avoid reinventing. A simple thing, if somebody is already invented that three-bladed plan, so if you are creating again the same, so nothing is novel, right? Somebody is invented it, so you can, like, that IP is there, and definitely the one who have created first time this fan, that the three-bladed fan, he got the patent for the same. So again, if you are creating the same, it is nothing novel there. Okay, then balancing inventor and the customers, checks and balances of abuse, like if somebody is violating or using your creation, so that time you can check and make a balance for the same. Power during emergency, as I have told you that remdesivir is API molecule of one of the US company, but during emergency, like in the COVID situation, pandemic situation, they use their power, they release or give the details of or how to prepare to other industries as well. So they have a power to dissolve this IP, or they can take their own decisions to safeguard the traditional knowledge. So generally this is very limited, that for traditional knowledge we do not have a IP, but still at some extent that we can safeguard the traditional knowledge. To structure regimes based on needs and priorities of public policy. Now, priorities of private versus public sectors. So this is again the major thing in pharmaceutical industries, that branded drugs and generic drugs. We'll see it in detail later on. Then service versus profit, innovation strategies in private versus public sector, who benefits in IPR negligence, right? And who loses in IPR negligence. So that all questions will get the solution when we'll complete this. This is just an introductory session of IPR. This is the organization chart. As India is concerned, the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion look after this. The Office of Controller General of Patent Design and Trademark, it's located at Mumbai. They look after this, all the IPR rights. Then the patent office is located at Kolkata, Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, and Ahmedabad. Then trademark registry office is at Kolkata, Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, and Ahmedabad. Then GI office is at Chennai. And the most important patent information system, this is one of the government office, is located at Nagpur, that is RGNIIPM. So they generally provide that how to register the things. They give the information about the patent and all the IP, right? So this is the organization chart. This is what we have seen: inspiration, links to the innovation, then that it links to the disclosure. And once the disclosure is there under the IP and protected under IP, then definitely you'll get a commercial success at local and global arena. And these are the laws: the Patent Act 1970, Trademark Act 1999, Protection of Plant Varieties and Farmers Act 2001, the Copyright Act 1957, Design Act 2000, and Geographical Indication of Goods Act 1999. So these are the major IP laws which protects the invention, right? And as per this law, generally we process with all the prosecution. Prosecution means process of registration, okay? And we follow this acts for India, and that ultimately applicable for the global arena. So what is intellectual property? It is a creation of mind, right? So you can see this is a stethoscope. This is an invention. It is a novel when it was invented, right? It is having the industrial utility. It is used for the use in the medical fraternities, and it's very important, right? So it is protected under the which type of IP? If it is an invention, then it is protected under yes. I have told you that the patent, that invention is invention. If you have any invention, that invention is protected under which IP law or which IP framework? Yes, it is a patent. It can be patented, copyright, trademark, or what?
Patent.
Right.
Patent.
So it is protected under patent. So any invention, just keep this mind in your mind. Any invention can be protected under the framework of patent. Okay. Now on the left hand side, what you can see: books, artistic work, musical notes, and cinematographic work. So it is protected under which IP framework?
Copyright.
Copyright. Right. Copyright. Okay. Next, you can see the logo, name, or tagline. It is protected under
Trademark.
trademark. Very good. You can see that the design, label design, right? So it is protected under Design Act, Industrial Design or Design Act. This is the exactly example of industrial design. Okay. Right here, you can see that some sort of stone is there, and, right? So this is the industrial design. And this is the Nagpur orange. It is protected under which IP framework?
Geographical
indication. Right. So I think you understood this framework, right? Which includes patent, trademark, copyright, industrial design, right? Then the geographical indication, and then design patent is also there. That two patents are there. The one is design patent and one is that invention. Both are invention. That for something we generally get a design patent. Like in case of the car, generally just shape होते हैं, that particular design of the car, और उसके लिए design patent मिलता है, ठीक है? उसके अंदर जो engine है वो भी एक invention है, right? So कम fuel लेता है, कुछ ज़्यादा लेता है. That is an invention. Okay. So this is again the logo of car is protected under trademark. Okay. So generally, if I say one machine or one car, so it is having multiple IP laws, like IP framework, like the design के लिए design patent, engine के लिए an invention patent, logo के लिए trademark, right? So the different things are there. So for one product, generally there are so many IPs involved. In pharmaceuticals, if we say specifically for any novel formulation which you are claiming that formulation is novel, it's useful and it is having more efficacy, right? Efficacy ज़्यादा है उसकी, So that time you can claim it as an invention and that get protection under the patent. Okay, if that, because ultimately it is a product, और generally product और process दोनों के लिए patent मिलता है, process patent और product patent, right? अगर कोई नई process synthesize की है, कि initially जो synthesis की process थी वो थी 9 hours की, और अभी जो process है it is of 4 hours. Okay, so you are claiming this is a green synthesis, it is taking less time, it is consuming less solvent, it is consuming less time and less work, then definitely it is more acceptable over the previous method. Okay, so that time you can get a process patent for the same. If you are claiming your product is showing a more efficacy, that time again you can register for the product patent, right? If you have written something very good, so for that you can protect it under copyright. Okay, if you have your own industry, if you have a planning to start your own startup, for that you will get the patent. That Startup Act is there. For logo you have to register for trademark, for name you have to register for trademark. Okay, so there are so many things under this IP that we will see. Okay, so this is the general introduction of IPR and the importance of IPR. From next